I think our philosophy is very much driven by attention to detail, how we can ultimately make the very best wine that we want to make every year. But also it's about celebrating each vintage. So we only make vintage wines. So it's about really celebrating the time and the place that these grapes came from to make the best wine that we can. So yeah, at Gusbourne we make traditional method sparkling wines with a second fermentation in bottle, really focusing on Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and aging on lees for a minimum of 2.5 or 3 years. So really in line with the kind of minimum vintage champagne designations. So our vineyards are, yes, in Kent and also in Sussex. So the south of England, we're on the 51st parallel. So we're very much a cool, almost marginal climate, and that has a huge influence. Certainly we're close to the coast, so we have a fairly maritime influence, especially in Kent, and that helps to moderate the climate. But nevertheless, there are risks. So there's certainly risks of frost, risks of disease as well. So we have to be really, really careful and diligent in the vineyards in terms of making sure that we get some great fruit. But we've had some really exciting vintages recently, some more challenging vintages as well, but that's the excitement of making wine in a cool climate. The terroir is hugely important. So we have clay and sand soils in Kent. That gives us a depth and a richness and a weight to the base wines that we get from fruit in Kent. In Sussex, we have chalk and flint soils in our vineyards. So two completely different areas producing really, really different styles of fruit. So from Kent, perhaps there's a bit more ripeness, a bit more weight, more generosity. And then from Sussex, it's more towards the kind of higher acid, more precise styles of base wines. But being able to blend those two together is what really gives us the freshness and the elegance, but also the weight and some complexity too. I think that, yeah, I think that people are getting more and more excited about English sparkling wine, generally as a category. And I think if you look over the last 10 years and see the difference, certainly in perception, but also in terms of the wines that are available, in terms of the style of wines and the quality of wines, I think it's really exciting. And so people are more and more excited to taste these wines, to discover something new, and I think also to discover the really, really great potential for England as a wine producing area. I think probably the Brut Reserve, if I'm honest. It's a great blend of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. This is our vintage 2019. So it's had about 3 years on lees, and it really showcases lots of vibrant, rounded, soft fruit character, super citrusy as well. And I think it's a really, really beautiful way to express our vineyards. Food pairing? Oh, it works with a lot of things. I love it with scallops, with seafood, with langoustines, things like smoked salmon as well. It can work really nicely with chicken. I've had it before with chicken with like garlic and lemon and herbs and butter. So it's a great food match. Also great with fish and chips. So something very British, of course. So.